So, yeah.
So for recaps, it's time to talk about In Too Deep. The Steven Universe special, which they could have aired as a bomb, and they decided to just air it one episode a week for a month, and I think they've forgotten how television scheduling works at Cartoon Network.
Yeah, they forgot that's like what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, they're like, it's like that Chris Rock bit where like they're expecting to be praised for doing what they're supposed to.
But regardless, still good television.
Still good. I loved it. I loved every episode of it. I thought it was some great stuff.
Yeah. So only the first part was really like event.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is that they were trying to make it into more of an event than it is. Yeah. They really all continued from each other, but it's not like they're never going to do Steven Bomb 1 again.
No, I mean the first 2 episodes were like, it was a 2-parter.
Yeah.
So that made sense to air them at the same time and do like this really nice like promotional hype video about it. But yeah, we finally get some closure about the cluster. For those of you who watched the leaks, this might seem like old hat, but
Tooch.
Whatever.
I mean, I've been dying to talk about it.
Yeah.
I mean, we're recording this the day that Hit the Diamond aired in the United States. Here's the thing, it did air in France. Yeah. Like the episode 3 through 5 of this series aired in France a while ago, and then Lauren Zook drew some hilarious art of Lapis in a beret. Yeah, the first episode was Super Watermelon Island. This is not what I would have... We've known about the name of this episode for a while. I would not have expected that this was going to be it.
Yeah.
Back when this episode aired, I made the tweet, Super Watermelon Island, also known as Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2.
Yeah.
The episode starts off with a Watermelon Steven waking up in the island of Watermelon Stevens, and also a Watermelon Dog, and the whole like idyllic Watermelon Island.
And it's so cute.
It's super cute. And then, they gotta be sacrificed. One watermelon has to be sacrificed via nose goes.
Yeah, I know. It's like, whose nose goes? They don't even have noses.
The most intense game of fucking nose goes you've ever played in your life.
They have to be sacrificed to Malachite.
Every time I've played nose goes, I've never participated because it's always been something so incidental. I just get up and go, I mean, I'll do it. It doesn't matter. Yeah. What are we doing? It's fucking nose goes. I care more about shotgun because, like, there's not a lot of room in the backseat.
So, yeah, because Stevens, the wiki describes it as an astral projection ability, and I guess he kind of has that.
Yeah, he doesn't have control over it, but he did that in that, in the Chillatide.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. In a way.
In a way, like...
It hasn't been super explained, but it's to the point where he himself knows it's a thing he can do. When he goes...
Yeah, he astral projected into that watermelon. He realizes that now we know where Malachite is. She's off the coast of Mask Island. The warp's been broken. We're going to have to go out there manually. Steven, you stay here with Peridot, work on the drill.
No, the warp wasn't broken yet. They just didn't want him to go because it's fucking Malachite. And they didn't want him to be hurt.
Wasn't the warp broken on...
It broke during the fight.
Oh, I thought it broke the last time they were there.
No, there was a screenshot of Alexandrite's hand like smashing into the warp pad on the island. So they're like, Steven, it's too dangerous, you stay here.
And work on the drill with Vegeta over here. And then they go over there and so we get a kaiju battle between... Malachite and Alexandrite.
So good.
So rad.
And, Steven on purpose projects into a watermelon to create a watermelon revolution to help them out. It's done with no dialogue.
Rah! Rah!
Oh yeah, just rah, 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 rah.
Rah! 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 I love the mommy melon hugging the husband and to go off to war.
Yes.
Yeah.
But a lot of Watermelon Stevens died. It was very sad.
It was.
But they managed to break apart Jasper and Lapis and recover Lapis. Jasper fell in a hole. As
Jasper go down the hole.
And then we pick off...
and the
whole started because there was earthquakes because the cluster was about to awaken.
Then they're like, okay, Steven, we're not going to be able to get back in time, so you have to do the thing. And Steven's like, no, I'm scared! And it's so cute. And I'm like, I want it. Because I know they made a Steven plush, and it's kind of creepy. Not what I wanted, though they did do the cool, make the gem sewed it onto his belly button.
Mm-hmm.
I want a watermelon Steven plush. That would be really cute.
And that'll be easier to do, more appealing.
And you can justify buying more than one.
Yeah.
So the next episode, Gem Drill, we put the cluster to bed as a plot concept, and also Steven does that to it.
Yeah, he literally tucks it in. It's so cute.
Yeah, he's like, it's gonna be okay, friend.
Yeah, they drill down in, and they are fighting off gem shards, and make a joke that made me laugh so hard I hurt my mouth and throat. It's like, Peridot, this doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right doing this. Then use the D-pad.
Yeah.
They just retrofit his N64 controller.
That was the best joke of the fucking episode. I screamed.
Yeah, it was really funny. And, like, there was some really great bonding moments with Peridot. She was really adorable and showed how much she cared.
Tell me everything's gonna be okay. It's all gonna be okay. Liar!
Steven, I'm so sorry. I wanted to protect you and I wanted to save you and all the other life forms on this planet I care about significantly less.
Aww. And also, it's like, how are all five of us gonna fit in here? I don't know.
I don't fucking know. Like, whatever. And so Steven has
approaches
he has like an empathic breakdown. And merges with the cluster for a bit.
Because he's just hearing, like, screams. Because the cluster, being a bunch of horribly fused together gem shards, it's not intelligent. No. It's a bunch of fragments of thoughts and of personalities. And
trying to become whole.
Yeah, they want to be whole again, and they're not. So they're screaming.
Oh.
Yeah, see, this episode...
I have no mouth and I must scream.
Literally.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I brought this up to Nina before, and, like, the main reason why I should never be allowed to write an episode of Steven Universe is because I will make a huge point out of forcing in references to Alice Cooper's album, Welcome to My Nightmare, specifically the song Steven. And this would have been the best place to do it, because the chorus of that song, it goes like, Steven! I hear my name. And like, at the end, he's like freaking out. Like, Cooper's like, what do you want? What do you want? And this would have been where it happens. It was like the voices are calling for him. No one else can hear him. And he's like, what? Somebody calling me?
And that's going to be Nikki's first AMV.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. I was like, you want to borrow my 30-day premiere trial and make that AMV?
Throw up.
So,
Christ.
Steven, with the power of everlasting compassion and love, has the cluster bubble itself, and everything is cool and awesome and great.
Yeah, he gets the cluster to, like, you know, you hold hands with each other, like take your. None of you can really ever be whole again, but you can make what you got out of all of you that are here. So,
yeah, you can all be best friends. You're never going to be alone.
Yeah, so the cluster bubbles itself, and Pearl's like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's too big.
Yeah.
It was basically like the whole damn-ass core of the Earth.
Yeah, pretty much.
The core of the Earth is now held together by a fucking bubble.
Of love! And then we had the next episode.
Love makes the world go round.
Yay! It does, because otherwise the world would have exploded. And then the next episode, Lapis wakes up. They were able to rescue Lapis from the Malachite fight. She's in the barn. Steven's worried about her. She finally wakes up and they bond. And Steven's like, you know, I respect your decision to leave and stuff, but it's like, whenever I see you, something incredibly awful is happening, and I kind of just want to hang out with you. And Lapis is like, you know what? Me too.
Me too. Steven being the viewer surrogate.
So they hang out for a little bit, but, you know, Lapis wants to leave, but she's not sure if she wants to go home or not, because she already did the whole I want to go home, and then she did, and it sucked. But she still hates Earth, so she's like, ugh. So then Steven flies her all around the tri-state area, showing her different places where she could live on Earth. And I love the message of this episode where Steven, at the end, he's like, maybe you didn't ask to live here, and you were brought here against your will, but living here would be your choice. It's your choice to stay and live here and live the life that you want to live. Because her whole life she hasn't had any choices. And what's happened to her? She's always been like a prisoner.
We find out how she got here.
Yeah, and of course we find out exactly what happened to her, and like, she definitely feels a lot more unfazed in the episodes to follow than she was in like Mirror Gem and stuff. Like, the experience of being fused with Jasper like really did a number on her, and she's just like kind of like, I don't care. Like, later on, when the rubies invade, she's just like, whatever. She's like, there's nothing they can do to me that compares to what I've been through. So I'm just like, all right, whatever.
Somebody on my Twitter compared this episode to, they wanted to see a mashup of this episode in Brody Quest.
What?
It's a Neil Cicierega video where Adrian Brody just walks across the whole world.
Oh my gosh. So Lapis, decides to stay. She's like, you're right, Steven. I can make my own life for myself, and it's my decision to do what I want to do. But then, Peridot's there.
Because Lapis is like, yeah, I'll live in this barn. And Peridot's like, I'm living in this barn. I don't want to go back to your bathroom. You shit in there.
So the following episode was Barn Mates.
Yeah.
Which has received a reputation in the fandom because of the art having the characters being drawn with very large hair, which is fine.
No, that was Same Old World where the hair was quote unquote too small.
Oh.
Because Lamar Abrams made that tweet.
Oh yeah, that's right. But anyway, so Barnmates.
Oh no, I was gonna say, like, I did notice though that the hair was big. I noticed that before it was a meme. I went, like, in some of these shots the hair looks really big. Like, I noticed it on Lapis before Peridot, because Peridot's got a giant triangle head anyway.
Yeah,
because Lapis kind of has like the Major Kusaragi's haircut.
Yeah.
And the one was super big. I was like,
I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah. In Same Old World, Lapis especially looked very different from how she had any other time, because that was the first time Abrams and Mitrov drew her, and that's just how this show works.
Yeah.
But it was one of the most noticeable differences I've seen. Whereas with Barnmates, I see Lawrence Zook draw Lapis more than I've seen Lapis in any other context combined. No, I don't think anybody has drawn Lapis as much as Lawrence Zook has.
yeah,
Probably
she
not.
really likes Lapis.
So like the really grumpy Lapis was all her. I'm familiar enough with Zook's art where I can tell where it's her as opposed to Florido's. Like Florido's art I'm not as familiar with, but I just know that it's not Zook. Florido is also great. I just don't follow it as closely.
Yeah.
So this is a pure comic episode of Peridot trying to make friends with Lapis, and Lapis is just like, you imprisoned me and tortured me for information, and you fucking suck, and I hate you, and I don't have to be your friend, so I'm not gonna.
And Peridot's, but like, everything's different now. Just like quoting Steven constantly. Being like, I've changed! This is the Earth! That was before! This is now!
That Peridot's dead and she sucked.
I'm small and cute. And incorrigible.
I'm marketable!
I'm toyetic!
I'm a scamp.
And I have so many memes!
But yeah, it was sweet. It was cute. It hurt when Lapis crushed the tape recorder.
God,
That was like, oh, no.
And
But
like,
the bit about the smaller than average lake was pretty good, though.
yeah.
It's just like, I've been under this ocean for months. I don't like water anymore.
Me and Water are like taking a vacay right now. Like, we're seeing other people.
So I'm gonna ruin this water with you in it. I don't care.
I hate you. And Steve was just like, oh boy.
Oh no.
I'm gonna crack this.
Um,
What was the bit when he draws the line across the barn? It's like, I saw this in a sitcom. I don't see how it panned out, but we might as well try it. And Peridot's like, why are you complaining? You got all the good stuff. You got all the bales of hay.
Yeah.
Actually, can I have those?
Yeah, it was like the paint cans.
The paint cans!
And Lapis is like, I don't care. And then the episode that aired tonight, that as we're recording in the United States, hit the diamond. The last barmaids had oh wait, shit's serious again.
Yeah.
Because the homeworld has come to, fuck shit
up. Oh
up.
no, it's a ruby. Oh, what? Oh shit! And then the episode starts, and you're just like, oh.
Oh, this is that shampoo episode.
Yeah, it's
beat for beat.
it's beat for beat.
Without all the beanings.
Yeah. So all these hilarious rubies come out. Oh, this is such a lovely planet.
Yeah, Charlene Yee bringing out her entire range, which more than I expected from her. Like, it's the same voice fundamentally, but 6 different characters.
God,
all of them knuckleheads.
I think the crew or somebody gave them all names, and I can't for the life of me remember what they were. Remember where to find that post. I wish I fucking had it.
So the rubies arrive, and they're looking for. It turns out they were looking for Jasper, not Peridot. Peridot sort of had.
Peridot's like, what the fuck? I was the one who yelled at
Yellow Diamond.
Yellow
I'm
Diamond.
the new leader of the Crystal Gems.
What?
So to alleviate this problem of, saving Peridot, Ruby and Sapphire decide to split, and everybody's like, whoa, and Amethyst and Pearl like, Ruby, Sapphire, we've been having to see you guys in forever. And they're like, oh, hey, how's it going? Lapis doesn't care throughout this whole thing. But she participates because...
Lapis is completely unflappable.
She is, yeah. And they're like, okay, the solution apparently is baseball, because, Ruby tries to infiltrate their ranks to sort of lead them away from the barn. She fucks up real bad, and so it results in we have to play a baseball game to get them to go away. And everyone has hilarious baseball outfits and human names. It's the humans versus the rubies.
Earl, Amy, and Sophie. Did Lapis... Oh, Lapis was Bob.
Bob.
I don't... and I like how... I'm like... Even though she can transmorph her own clothes, she picked clothes that were too small for her. She was wearing a little boy's uniform.
Bob?
Bob, yeah.
No, that's just because she doesn't... She only wears stuff that's crop tops.
So they play baseball, and it's funny, as you can imagine. But Ruby and Sapphire can't stop flirting for 5 goddamn seconds in order to fucking play baseball. And they're like, oh no, we're gonna lose. But then they don't, and they win, and then they fuse because they can't stand not being fused. And then the rubies are like, what?
I've got their nicknames. Nicknames. Eyeball, Doc, which is the suspenders one, Army,
yeah.
Navy,
okay,
Leggy, and then I think that was all of them. And then they all fuse into the big giant ruby with the gems all over their fucking selves.
Yeah. Oh man, and then they
the wiki has that.
Yeah, apparently rubies are really, really dumb, and they convinced them to go to Neptune to find Jasper. So, problem resolved?
I want them to come back, but 2 seasons later. Just an unexcusably long amount of time, and no one even remembers them. It's like, what? Oh, what? Oh, yeah, you guys. How are you?
All the names for the rubies were actually in the credits of the episode.
Oh,
they're canon.
That's amazing.
Which one was Navy?
Navy
was the one with the navel with the one on her belly button.
Oh, the sensitive one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her stock
and Army
foe,
was
the one with the
muscle
arm.
One. Yeah. But it's like Army and Navy.
Yeah.
Like the branches of the military.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
I'm familiar.
I mean, I didn't want to assume anything.
Oh man, but so that was some great television.
Yeah, and I've been enjoying all this fun with the gems, though I think it's about time we head back to Beach City and see what all the residents are up to. Because we haven't had any episodes with the other Beach City people in a long time.
Oh, right,
I miss them, you know?
The final leak didn't air yet.
Oh.
Stephen Floats.
Yeah. Has not aired yet.
You'll love that too.
I don't think it's aired anywhere, actually.
I watched it.
Aired.
Did it air in France?
It aired in France on the 22nd.
Okay.
En français.
I guess we have to move to France. I don't know, dog.
Learn French.
Petty though.
The leaks were in English.
Weird.
Huh.
But yeah, no, that's just stay tuned, everybody, for that.
Yeah, I'm excited. We don't have an exact air date for the United States, but it's supposed to be coming out in June. So sometime this month. Hopefully next week.
Yeah.
That would be cool. What a concept, am I right?
Yeah. All right. Shout outs. What do we got?
I don't know. You guys do it this time.
Okay.
Well, I'm hilariously unprepared.
Okay, let me see.
Somebody appreciated the tweet I made, Aussie Cat Chan on Twitter. Appreciate the tweet I made of the Toon Goons Studio South.
Yeah.
Tooch, yours is Toon Goons Studio Central because Nina's moving back up to New York after the summer.
Great.
Yep.
People really... We talked about that.
Let's see. People like the Secret of Kells episode. Thank you. Duffia shared with us this project Sauce Animation, which I haven't checked out yet, but I want to reblog it so the rest of you guys can see what it's all about. I gotta get better at that. I literally haven't checked Twitter this week.
So somebody from Ireland at Applecandra on Twitter really appreciated our Secret of Kells episode for, what you mentioned, hometown heroes being talked about.
Oh, Joshua.
Yeah.
Wanted to say hi and let us know that it's his and his twin brother's 21st birthday this June 5th.
Drink something.
Yeah, happy birthday! Drink responsibly, but have fun. Definitely.
Be the Grubermeisters.
Grubermeister.
Googer Geigers.
Geiger. Put a potted plant in your pants and go to town. We love you guys. Happy birthday.
And Joshua also mentioned that a new trailer for Sing came out, a full proper trailer for it came out, and it actually, he said it looks really good, and I agree. I think it's a pretty promising movie. And it's also pretty good, if you gotta do a jukebox musical, it's a good way to do one.
Yeah, it gives
by framing it with music in the context of the story itself. And it looks like the art direction's really good, the animation's good, the character design is cute. Mm-hmm. It's something to keep an eye on.
But yeah, thank you to everybody who reached out to us this past week, who's been really supportive of us, new subscribers, new followers. Every week there's new people on board the Goon train, and we love and appreciate all y'all, because you're the best, and you make what we do worth doing.
It's been a wacky, wild 2 fucking years.
Yeah.
Coming up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Next week.
Speaking of, next week is apparently our second year anniversary.
Our tooth.
That's what you call it if you're a dentist. What we're gonna do for next week is it's coincidental. We forgot our anniversary is coming up. Let's not act like we did it, but we're talking about Roger Rabbit, which I think is sort of pretty, that is an animation milestone, and this is a milestone for us, so that's something.
Yeah. And
then the rest of our schedule, which again is tentative, but this is what we're gonna shoot for, is after we do Roger Rabbit, we're doing Beware the Batman. Because we want to talk about Batman, and it's the shortest one. We will talk about other Batmans, definitely. We guarantee. We're going to talk about Brave and the Bold and animated series.
And maybe even the Batman.
Yeah. After that, we're doing Lilo and Stitch. That episode will come out on 6/26. if you're in a country where they do the dates right. And then...
Oh, snap. Shots fired.
Yeah, if you don't do the dates month, day, you're a clown country. And then...
We just said thanks, dude from Ireland, for saying we didn't fuck up. Anyway.
Well, can't put that whipped cream back in the bottle. And then after that, we've been wanting to do this forever, and we've finally given ourselves enough of a buffer, and we got the time to watch it. Duck Dodgers. We're going to watch Duck Dodgers. We're going to talk about Duck Dodgers. It's our first Looney Tunes adjacent thing we've talked about.
Yeah, we have.
It's been too long.
Definitely.
And our 100th episode is coming up, and we've got some ideas for it. We may put it to a poll. We're going to get back to you on that.
Yes, we're gonna get
that one is going to be a big episode. Like our 50th episode was just like the next thing on our docket. This one we're going to make sure is a big deal.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, we're going to get on top of stuff. We have some interviews we still want to do. We have to get on top of that shit.
Oh yeah.
Like, and we'll let you know. So yeah, fun stuff coming up. Look forward to it. Woo!
All right. If you want to contact us, Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, iTunes, email is thetoongoons@gmail.com. Everything else, just search the Toon Goons and the thing. We're on SoundCloud. We got our family Reddit and Wiki. If you search the Toon Goons, everything I've mentioned, YouTube, it all comes up on the first page.
Yeah.
Tooch is still putting out Toon Goofs on the YouTube. I think they're really funny.
Me too. Because we forget what we say.
We forget what we say, and then this is just stuff that's funny.
Yeah.
Instead of just insightful, which is boring.
Oh.
All right. That's our show. I've been Nikki.
I've been Nina.
I continue to be Tooch.
And thank you for tuning in.